Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. We have already started here. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. There's the hit! It's in!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, that was vital.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Pedri.
Barcelona clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Chouameni, Van Bouten, Scholes, and that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Olise in acres of space out wide. Oh, shooting chance! And he's found the net! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen. And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before, and no doubt they'll work it again.
That has big header! Goal! Barcelona! And again they hit the front. Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Superb timing to generate that power through a really strong neck behind it, and he gave the keeper little opportunity.
And the finish! There it is! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less. The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. This is quite a battle.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping.
Mbappe. Now that's well seen too. Could be danger here.
There will be 3 minutes.
Good looking ball. That's a nice... He's got the shot away! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
The timing of the pass and run was exquisite.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Neymar. Bergkamp. And the referee brings the first half to a close. And it has been a pretty crazy game so far. The game played out in extraordinary fashion, and the scoreline underlines that.
We'd like to inform you now that
It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement. Terrific half, 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. No reported change to either side during the break. Scholes. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Scholes. It's Pedri. And here's Suarez. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Hernandez cuts out the pass. It's a good run down the left-hand side.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And he's quick to get it clear again.
For this match was 71,898.
Barcelona have got it back and they'll have another go. Alexander-Arnold. That looks a good ball through. Oh, easy pickings there. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
That's not going far. Adams. Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Van Bouten gets over and intercepts. Scholes. And it's Belletti. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 14, Scholes. Number 8, Pedri. Number 9, Suarez.
Goalkeeper's ball.
Number 18, Mohamed Salah. Number 11, Neymar. Coming on the field, number 23, Beckham. Number 17, De Bruyne. Number 19, Fernando Torres.
Still
10,
anyone's game this.
Messi.
One moment
Number
could decide
20,
it.
Well, a goal
Vinicius
either way at this
Junior.
stage would qualify as a
Substitution taking
steal.
place.
That was well seen too. Good clearance. You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Barcelona looking to... Torres! Oh, it's in! Late in the day! This could well be it!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Oh, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss. And that will be the final act. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, you can never predict the results.
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And he's intervened well there. Great ball if he can get there. And he can clear it away. Madrid have got it back and they'll have another go. Oh, super ball. Oh, shooting chance! And it's a goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
That really was a thing of beauty, curled in effortlessly. Honas! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Honas clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
He's got away. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Looking for the run.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Gerrard.
That was lovely, that.
Nicely intercepted. Madrid leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Rodri. Bellingham. He is through here. Honas! He's scored! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial.
The goal scorer!
That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly. I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
And now they can clear their lines. Quality ball. Nuno Mendes. Oh, and he's through the middle. Now that's well seen too. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. That's been cut out, well played. Nuno Mendes is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple
Can he put it away? It's in! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quick.
Tries a shot! He has done it! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper. Colomboani! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Spirited, to say the least. Certainly gave this crowd something to really cheer about.
Adams proves too strong.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
And it's Bergkamp, and that's been intercepted. Gerrard. Rodri. Bergkamp. Well seen. And we've reached half-time. Madrid come out of a half that has been quite extraordinary on many counts. High-scoring, truly exciting. but neither side able to hold a lead. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half. Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2. And the game has already resumed here. Changes made by neither side, from what we understand. Oh, great ball! Just a goal. There's the shot! Marvellous goal!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
And that means just one thing. Match ball.
This is frightening football.
Real chance! No mistake! Two to the good! They have breathing space! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable. He's tried one! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, the ball's right. Oh, it's fallen loose again. He's missed, but not by that far.
For this match was
And he cuts out the supply.
71,550.
Now it's Bellingham. Gerrard. And the shot! And yes, it's there! Back to within one. Interesting.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Nicked it back promptly. Harness! Finds himself unceremoniously floored.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Alexander-Arnold picks it up out. Big header! Really well taken goal. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Madrid take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Casemiro. It's a sweet ball, that. That is a shapes to shoot! They've done it! With so little time left, grandstand finish!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Madrid give themselves a chance of a... Right there! It's there! That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Another one! This must be his personal high. 2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see the more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Harness! It's in! Deep into injury time! What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
And that's that. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game. From those players, what unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Kolumuani, very much the hero in this game.
Take some time out to give your support to our
What a turnaround. Victory from the jaws of defeat. Enjoy that, Jim.
This has been a very composed response when trailing. There was no sense of anxiety, just a belief to stick to the game plan.
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world.
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Madrid finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Serginho. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Cleared without hesitation. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Zakaria gets rid without sophistication.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And here's Hullet. Now it's Hullet. Pedri, who does have an assist to his name. Alexander-Arnold is wide and looking to get onto this. That's very neat. It's a little off target. Zakaria. Neymar. Maldini makes the interception. Looks to clip it forward. Neymar is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Casemiro. Nice sequence of passes, this. Maldini gets it away. Serginho. Can he spark a counter here? Looking for options for movement. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. And he's there to belt it away. And here's Hullet. It's a mighty effort!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
There will be 1 minute added time.
There's the whistle for half-time. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Pedri. And here's Mbappe. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Olise. He's through here. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Serginho really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
Serginho. And he's taking no chances there.
The attendance
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Oh, here's a chance! Deftly done. The message is clear, none shall pass. Now it's Mbappe. Vinicius Junior could try cutting in. Terrific header! He's got a goal! And that takes him up to 30. 30 goals for this side. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Olise demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Olise.
Both sides then taking this chance 15, to turn to their benches.
Vinicius Junior.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Mbappe.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Yamal. Number 17, Dembele.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Substitution.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's played into space. Oh, nicely intercepted. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Serginho. 5 minutes left on the clock. Now it's Hullet. And he's had a hit! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
The message is simple: defend this with your lives. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
And
it's Maldini.
Has been indicated.
David Villa! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Casemiro, and he's picked out the run. And that is as far as it goes. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. This place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. And already we're underway here. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Goalkeeper's ball. Perez. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Fernando Torres is a name that jumps out. At his absolute best, he's unplayable. That love of running behind defensive lines has always been his forte, and with the right service, he could absolutely thrive here.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Vinicius Junior, there's the hit! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, I think the opposition was pretty sloppy in creating a problem for themselves then, but he was onto it so quickly and very nearly made them pay.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Vinicius Junior going face-to-face with his great rival. And that has been cleared. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to go forward now. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Looking tidy in possession here. And the pass is intercepted. And here's Mbappe. Has a shot! Perez. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
There will be a throw-in. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. And he gets rid of... Can he finish? It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And that has been clubbed away. Guardiola. And it's Perez. Can he get onto this?
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And the game has already resumed here. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Bergkamp. Perez. Alexander-Arnold is there to clear. He's played him through. Oh, it's Bergkamp. It's Bergkamp! And want to be quick to recover this. Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Bergkamp plays it short. Terrific header! He's done very well to get to that.
Casemiro clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. He's through, now is he in? Mendes did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Olise. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Shifted upfield. Bergkamp. Mendes calmly anticipates. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. De Bruyne. Perez. Oh, the ball's gone astray. That's a throw. Pedri. Pedri! Oh, that wasn't far away. got the shot away! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Paris Saint-Germain merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Gets his pass away. Olise, and he's away. And he was alert to it. Bastoni gets it clear. Interesting ball.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
That's a little off target. Real chance! Just off target.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
Substitution.
Paris Saint-Germain choosing to make the first change. Oh, he's been caught napping. It's loose now, and they want to get it back.
Has been indicated.
And again! Perez. And we're done. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
Our guest performers today.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Olise, that is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Terrific header, big moment, massive goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Oh, it's a fantastic assist as well, Peter. Delivered at pace, the diversion, that's all that was needed.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And they're back on the ball again, and it's Eto'o. It's Luis Suarez! Neymar.
These early exchanges have been frenetic. Looks like we have a proper game on our hands, Peter.
And he's managed to get free. Bergkamp, Casemiro, and here's Mbappe. Xabi Alonso deals with that comfortably. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Messi. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Olise. Oh, played right into his path. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Defending of the desperate variety. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. And he's going to be disappointed with that. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
Hernandez.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball. And Messi! Sticks it away! They are right back in business.
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial.
Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it?
Mbappe! It's in! And they've got their lead back. That is a super smooth goal. Beautiful manoeuvring of the ball and splendid authority in the finish.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Madrid go into the lead.
Look,
oh, shooting chance! Bergkamp. That has been cut short. And it's Neymar. Passing nice and neat. And the finish! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
And he cuts out the supply. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, it has been a very watchable football match that has already provided 3 goals, both teams contributing plenty to it. And in terms of scoreline, it is close to being perfectly balanced. The game living up to billing and plenty of thrills to keep the crowd warm. We'll be resuming in a quarter of an hour from now with the scoreline 2-1. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it remains very delicately poised, and based on the promise we've seen through the first 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if this takes another twist or two. It certainly would be in keeping.
Madrid head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Costa Curta simply refused to be outdone there. Luis Suarez. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. Casemiro.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
The attendance for this match was 71,649.
And he's intervened well there. Eto'o.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Well, that is one way to stop him. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Oh, there's a probing ball. Hernandez. And it's Casemiro. Works it forward. Picked out brilliantly. Olise. Mbappe. Great hit! Caught offside that time.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Substitution on the field. Number 21.
So,
Eto.
time for changes
Number
on both
20,
sides, actually.
Neymar. Number 3, Chiellini.
Oh,
Number
red.
2,
Nice interception.
Chouameni. Coming on the field.
And it's Bergkamp.
Number 11.
Yamal in
Karl-Heinz
acres of
Rummenigge.
space out wide.
Number 5, Raphael Leao.
Oh, smashing
Number
header!
6, Ruben Diaz.
That has been knocked clear.
Number 16, Rodri. Substitution.
Madrid have reclaimed it.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Pau Victor.
Look, it's a run defence's dislike, but the timing has to be spot on. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
It's a mighty effort! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Luis Suarez. And that is that. Madrid proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle, they know it could so easily have gone the other way, and they are clearly so happy to have won
a quick
it.
reminder today, everybody, to make
Well,
sure
after all
to
of
put
that,
any
Jim,
litter
what are
in
you
the bins
thinking?
provided.
Well, I think what
Thank
was
you for
key,
your
Peter,
cooperation.
in this game was how the team set the right tone. Once they went ahead, that was pretty much that. It was a cruise to the final whistle.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us.
Hello,
As you can see,
everybody,
we are
and
all
welcome
set.
to today's
The
match.
game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. The action has already started. Olise, he has found the way through. Lovely bit of skill. Foden did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Kane, and he's heaved it away. And it's Messi. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Floats it up and over. Oh, easy pickings there. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
Has a goal! He's delivered all right! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Madrid have broken through. It's 1-0.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Nicely aimed pass. He is through here. Very nicely done.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Referee's given a throw. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Mbappe.
There they go, hunting again.
Oh, that's well done, really robust. Alexander-Arnold. Couldn't squeeze it through. And here's Kane. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Time and again they are repelled. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Kane. It's Kane! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, the work rate to win the ball back was fantastic, and it set up the opportunity. That's great effort.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Ribéry. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Alexander-Arnold, he's picked his way through, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mbappe, he can
There will
run
be
onto
1
that.
minute added time.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And there is the half-time whistle. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room, and while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that, and still very much in this game.
Madrid come off having scored the only goal of the game so far. It's been tight, it's been exciting, and there is certainly plenty for us to chew on during the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. In touch, shot a goal!
And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Corner number 2 then. Oh, smashing header! They've got to be quick to recover this. And he's there to belt it away. Pinches it off him. No, that's been intercepted. Good spot, he's seen the run. Header! Casemiro gets rid without sophistication.
The attendance for this
He's
match
looking for the
was
runner here. Now it's Mbappe.
71,550.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Vinicius Junior. Bergkamp, and that's been drilled in, and he's quick to get it clear again.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
In by Bergkamp. That was always going to be the keeper's. Messi. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vinicius Junior going face to face with his great rival. Now it's Kane.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Hernandez makes the interception. Casemiro. That's been cut out, well played. And here's Mbappe. Ribéry could try cutting inside here. Now there's a fine ball.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And that's a superb pass. And that was very necessary.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
That's a nicely measured pass. He's had a hit! Really well taken goal. We thought it was over. It's all square once more.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
The goal scorer after 90 minutes is number 11.
All square again into the dying minutes.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. Highly entertaining until the very end. Well, what are your thoughts on... Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us.
Hello,
As you can see,
everybody,
we are
and
all
welcome
set.
to today's match.
The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour.
Decent hit!
Well, now it's a race for the ball. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Lamine Yamal. Well, this guy, Lamine Yamal, Peter, certainly is a very exciting talent. A natural right winger. We all know about his technique, but he's very impressive with his decision-making too. And when you consider that his job is all about supply, it's all about end product, he's become actually quite good at that. His ball retention is quite strong. And when you've got that in a wide player, you're onto something.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. That's really well cleared. Hernandez, tidy with his distribution. Quarter of an hour played. Neymar. He's had a hit! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Defending of the desperate variety. Great ball, he's tried one! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Costa Curta has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Driving on and making good progress. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Nunez really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And it's Neymar. And that is expertly dealt with. And here's Neymar. Now it's done. And the shot! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Manchester United have fired themselves in front.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Vinicius Junior. Vardiol did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He is through here. And he's taking no chances there. Had a shot! Van Dijk is there and he can get that clear. He's having a go! Van Dijk with the clearance. They just took too long getting forward.
Peter, the best counter-attacks are pacey and incisive, we know that, and that one never really got going.
Corner number 2 then.
He rises!
Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Costa Curta did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
And it's Conte.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe. And we've reached half-time. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. And if the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And hostilities. He's gone for goal! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Manchester United have their third corner. Cleared without hesitation. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. And the pass is intercepted. And he's only too happy to take that back. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Yamal. Passing night. Big chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And that is as far as they're going to go.
The attendance for this match was 71,898.
He can run onto that. And he's managed to get free. Has a goal! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
And here's Nunez. Dembele. Now it's Darwin. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Alexander-Arnold. No, again there's no way through. Manchester United finding their passes. Rodri, that's really well manoeuvred. Neymar. Danger averted for now. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Hernandez.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here. Manchester United clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Vinicius Junior. Goalkeeper's ball. Shifted upfield. And it's Casemiro. And he welcomes it in. That'll be a corner.
Substitution on the field, number 15.
They've got a healthy
Vinicius
number
Junior.
of very tall targets to
Number
pick out
18,
from this corner.
Mbappe. Number 9, Bergkamp. Number 3, Van Dijk. Number 21, Casemiro. Coming on the field, number 17, Dembele. Number 12, Polo Muani. Number 11,
Header!
Ribery. Number 2,
And that's caused a
number
worry or two.
4, Busquets. Substitution.
And he's being shifted off it. And that could set him on his way. Rummenigge. The final seconds now. Vieira. Caicedo. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that.
I'd just like to read out our fan club
Your
members
reflections
who are
then, Jim.
celebrating their birthdays
That's
today.
a fairly demoralising loss. They hardly threatened, and this was about as insipid as it comes.
Well, hello, welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. We have already started here. Referee's given a throw. And it's Messi. Luis Suarez. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Tony Adams. Now there is a proper defender, Jim.
Well, not too many Englishmen can rival his leadership qualities, Peter.
Just had so many strengths. You could go on all day about him, couldn't you?
Well,
There's the hit! Superb goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes. Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty...
Great hit! No mistake! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure...
He's having a go! Dealt with nicely by the defence. And here's Del Piero. Oh, he's been caught napping! Rummenigge is flagged offside. And that could set him on his way. Can he put it away? They've scored! And the comeback is complete!
Oh, that was a cracking little exchange to set up the finish, and a lovely understanding between both players. I mean, that's clearly tailored on the training ground and delivered beautifully on match day.
Madrid get themselves into the lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
He can run onto that. Picked up Colomwani! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And that's played in low. Galatasaray are looking to go forward now. Marquinhos gets over and intercepts. Rummenigge might just make this. Casemiro. Galatasaray upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Bernardo Silva looking to add to his goal. That's a smashing touch to get him away. Brilliantly cut out. Cleared without complication. Del Piero. Casemiro.
There will be 3 minutes
Oh,
added
well
time.
played, well sorted out. That's good running with the ball. It's a mighty effort! Decent enough try.
Colomwani certainly could have and should have.
And the half-time whistle goes. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. And we are up to the break.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Madrid leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It is intriguing to watch and could easily go either way.
Substitution.
And we're off again. Colomboani. That is a brilliant interception. Del Piero. And the counter is on. Cruyff. Oh, what a ball! It's Eto'o! And it's in! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Coming on to replace him is...
And when the manager called on him,
17,
he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
This is quite a battle.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Rashford unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Adams gets across to intercept that.
We're in for an intriguing second half.
Great chance!
The attendance for this match
And a
was
terrific save from the keeper.
71,898.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's their second corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. Rodri kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And it's Messi. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Bernardo Silva. Galatasaray have it back and can go again. Madrid do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Casemiro. Well-timed, excellent interception. Del Piero engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Eto'o. Bernardo Silva. He's in plenty of space here. He is through here. Cross goes in for the header. Cleared without hesitation. Fired deep towards the back post.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
And it's Bernardo Silva. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Nicely aimed pass. That pass has been well intercepted. And here's Rashford.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Well, there's the clearance.
2 added minutes has been
Ooh,
indicated.
can he get onto this? Eto'o. And the referee brings it to a close. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. So it's down to business here. And here's Stoichkov. He's gone for goal! Messi! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Sporting with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's been taken short. Adams attempts a clearance. Di Maria. Look at and the shot! Goal! Sporting! There is the breakthrough!
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. He's cut it out. Hernandez. Vinicius Junior. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He's tried one! And again! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Now it's Stoichkov. Brilliantly cut out. Cleared away.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Adams, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Rodri. Sporting, a chance to finish. Good, strong hand by the keeper. That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. Looks for the finish. And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 3 coming up. And now they can spring out of defence. Stoichkov. Di Maria has created one goal already. Dealt with nicely by the defence. But they've got it again. Chooses to go cross-field. Law. Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Sporting get their 4th corner. Messi with the short one. And Dijk tries to clear. Quality ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Vinicius Junior. Chance! Sticks it away! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller.
And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And it's Messi. And there is the half-time whistle. Madrid head back in at the break after a first half that has been, from a scoreline point of view in any case, an even one. Both sides have contributed in equal measure, neither looking overly under pressure from the other. And at the break, glass half full, half empty. It's 1-1. How would you review the first half?
Look, this match promised goals, and it certainly hasn't let us down. It's been really, really entertaining.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. And the game has already resumed here. Di Maria really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Neatly clipped into space. Ruben Neves. He's looking wide. Di Maria. That is good strength.
Well played and well cleared.
He's having a go! Oh, that is very close.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
This match was 71,600.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Di Maria. Rodri does well to get it back. And he cuts out the supply. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Oh, can he finish? Goal! Sporting! And again they hit the front. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can come into it, and it didn't.
And he's done it again. He's got his second.
Substitution on the field, number 23.
We have got changes
10,
here from both
Messi.
sides, in fact.
Number 11.
Sporting
Di
take the
Maria.
lead.
Number 8. Stoichkov.
Olise.
Coming on the field, number 19. Yamal. Number 17. Bellingham.
He gets big. They've done it. And the lead lasts no time at all.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
A great delivery and a finish to match.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited for me. Now they can go one better, possibly.
Now here's the rises! They've scored! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and read it perfectly.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And the pass is intercepted. 5 minutes left on the clock. Back into the middle.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Added
4
minutes has
extra
been
minutes added on.
indicated.
Mbappe. Aimed beyond the defence. No way through, so back it... Yamal! Now, who's going to be first to this? And that's that. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Kolomuani taking in the accolades, having been named
And
man
a
of the
quick
match,
announcement today
and
that
deservedly
memorabilia
so.
from today's match is now on sale.
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place
Hello,
in the
everybody,
minds
and
of
welcome
the
to today's
footballing folk
match.
in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. This place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And no, that was never going to make it. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Casemiro promptly onto that, and that is that.
Here's a guy that qualifies as one of the best defensive midfielders to ever play the game.
Patrick Vieira, the pillar. Hits one! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Dembele going face-to-face with his great rival. Vieira. Cruyff. That is a brilliant interception. Spread it left. Platini. And the shot. Tries a shot! Goal! Botafogo! There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Botafogo have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where...
There's the hit! That's a decent clearance.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Plenty to aim at here. Koulibaly did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing. Rummenigge is on his own. Great hit! It's in! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Peter, that was just a defensive act of generosity that was always going to have a painful ending.
Oh, what has happened? Romario! Yes! And they're at it again in double quick time. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
"3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Passing is crisp and sharp. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Chouameni, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Saliba makes the interception. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Has been
Look,
indicated.
the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
And it's half-time here. Well, this certainly hasn't gone the way most of us in the ground had expected in advance. Granted, it is very pleasant if you're on the right side of it all. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Nice interception, well timed. That's a throw. He's played it long. Saliba kept his eye on it, and he's there. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Romario will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Yamal charging forward, the ball at his feet.
The attendance for this match was 71,649.
Alexander-Arnold. Here's Rodri. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Nicely aimed pass. Rummenigge. Cruyff has it out wide and in space. That is lovely. Oh, easy pickings there. That's good running with the ball. Mbappe. Botafogo can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
That's a nicely measured pass. Cruyff is offering some sort of an apology there.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Smoothly does it. And Cruyff! And he should have made it 4.
Well, I think a little eagerness just got the better of him. He may have been thinking